Let's go Broncos! What if I told you the Denver Broncos are one bold decision away from completely shifting the balance of power in the AFC, and most fans don't even realize how close the team is to taking that step? Right now, while everyone casually talks about salary cap space and free agents, something much bigger is brewing within the team. Russell Wilson's dead contract has finally ended. The league's salary cap is about to surpass $300 million for the first time in NFL history, and the Broncos have flexibility that could quietly translate into a big gamble on Bo Nix. But here's the real question. Are they about to shock the league? Before I explain exactly how the Broncos could free up even more budget space and potentially go all in on Bo Nix, I need you to do something first. If you're a true Denver Broncos fan, click the like button right now. But only do this if you truly believe this team is closer to the Super Bowl than people realize. And leave this comment: Go Broncos! My heart bleeds orange and blue. I want to see how many real fans are watching today, because what I'm about to explain might completely change your perspective on this offseason. Even though Denver is currently middle of the pack in cap space, the salary cap is not a rigid wall, it's a tool. It can be manipulated. Contracts can be restructured. Signing bonuses can be converted. Void years can be added. We've seen teams across the league do this year after year. And here's the key detail. When a team signs a free agent to a deal worth, let's say, $16 million per year, that doesn't automatically mean the player counts $16 million against the cap in year one. Deals are structured creatively. First-year cap hits are often lowered. That gives teams immediate breathing room while pushing portions of the financial commitment into future seasons. That's where the Broncos' opportunity lies. They don't have unlimited cap space like some teams, but they have flexibility. And with one of the strongest ownership groups in American sports backing the franchise, they have the financial capability to structure deals aggressively if needed. And remember, Bo Nix is still on his rookie deal. This is the window. This is the moment where championship-caliber teams push their chips to the center of the table. Because once a quarterback moves into a massive extension, the margin for roster-building error shrinks dramatically. The Broncos understand that. The message coming from leadership is clear. They will be aggressive, but strategically aggressive. That means no reckless spending just to make headlines. It means targeted improvements in areas that truly elevate the team. And let's talk about what that means in practical terms. If Denver restructures certain veteran contracts, they can potentially create tens of millions more in cap space. The offensive line alone represents a massive opportunity for financial maneuvering. By adjusting base salaries and converting portions into signing bonuses, the Broncos could free up significant room without weakening the roster. That kind of flexibility allows Denver to add high-impact talent around Bo Nix, re-sign key contributors, address weaknesses that kept them from reaching the Super Bowl. Yes, reaching the Super Bowl. Because make no mistake, inside the building, that's the expectation. They were close. A few plays here and there. A few roster upgrades in key spots. That's the difference between competing and finishing the job. And here's something fans need to keep in mind as free agency approaches. Cap space on paper does not equal spending power limitations. The Broncos can structure deals in ways that minimize immediate impact while maximizing roster upgrades. That's how serious contenders operate. The big question now becomes, where do they believe they absolutely have to get better, as was emphasized internally? What positions are viewed as non-negotiable upgrades? And how aggressively will they pursue those improvements? Because this offseason isn't about maintaining. It's about amplifying. And everything revolves around Bo Nix. The organization knows the clock is ticking on the rookie contract advantage. They know this is the phase where bold decisions separate playoff teams from championship teams. So here's what I want to ask you, Broncos country. If the front office pushes the chips in this offseason and restructures contracts to free up major cap space, do you want them to go all in immediately around Bo Nix? Or should they stay patient and build more gradually toward 2027? And this is where the conversation gets even more intense, because once you understand how flexible this situation truly is, you start realizing the Broncos are not boxed in, they're positioned to strike. Remember, the current projection has them sitting at $26 to $28 million in cap space, with the league cap expected to jump past $300 million. That increase alone creates breathing room. But when you combine that with restructures and smart financial engineering, the ceiling rises dramatically. And let's not overlook something crucial that was highlighted. The Broncos have one of the best cap strategists in the business handling these contracts. We already saw how the team navigated nearly $90 million in Russell Wilson dead money. If they managed that storm, imagine what they can do now that the books are clean. This isn't theoretical optimism. This is a real competitive advantage. Because here's the truth, cap space rankings across the NFL don't tell the full story. The difference between a team sitting 10th in cap space and one sitting 20th can disappear instantly after two restructures and one extension. The cap is structured to allow maneuvering, and the Broncos are in position to take full advantage of that. Now let's bring this back to Bo Nix. When you have a quarterback on a rookie deal, you are living in one of the most valuable windows in professional football. The margin to build aggressively exists right now. You don't have to allocate massive cap percentages to the quarterback position yet. That gives you leverage to strengthen the roster elsewhere. The front office knows that eventually, if Bo Nix becomes the long-term answer, he's going to get paid. That extension conversation will come. It doesn't have to happen immediately, but it's coming. And once that happens, the flexibility tightens. So the decision in front of George Payton and Sean Payton is simple in concept but massive in impact. Do you maximize the rookie contract window right now? Everything we've heard suggests they won't sit on their hands. They're not looking to tread water. They're looking to push forward, and not recklessly, strategically. That means identifying the areas where the roster must improve for the team to truly take the next step. The offensive line, for example, is one of the highest cap hit position groups on the roster. That doesn't automatically mean change personnel. It means there's opportunity to restructure and lower immediate cap hits without weakening protection in front of Bo Nix. Protecting your quarterback remains non-negotiable. And once you create that additional flexibility, you can pursue impact players. You can retain key contributors. You can adjust mid-season if needed. You can even prepare for potential trades if the right opportunity presents itself. The most important reminder here is that free agency numbers are rarely what they appear to be on the surface. A player's annual value does not equal his year-one cap hit. That's where smart teams separate themselves. The Broncos aren't operating from desperation anymore. They're operating from calculation. And there's something else that matters here: internal belief. The organization believes it was closer than many expected. A handful of plays. A handful of roster upgrades. That's the gap they're trying to close. They don't see a rebuild. They see a launch point. The NFL combined is around the corner. That's where scouting conversations intensify. That's where trade talks quietly begin. That's where groundwork for free agency is finalized. And the Broncos leadership will be right in the middle of it. The question is no longer whether they have the tools to maneuver financially. They do. The real question is how bold they choose to be. Do they restructure aggressively and add multiple high-impact pieces? Do they make a statement signing that shifts the AFC landscape? Do they prioritize surrounding Bo Nix with explosive weapons? Or do they reinforce the trenches and double down on physical dominance? Because make no mistake, this offseason will define the trajectory of the next 3 years. This is the type of moment that separates playoff appearances from championship runs. Because once you truly understand how this cap situation works, you stop thinking small, and you start thinking championship window. The Broncos are projected to have between $26 and $28 million in cap space right now. On the surface, that sounds average. Middle of the pack. Nothing crazy. But that number is before the official league cap increase, which is expected to push past $300 million. That increase alone expands everyone's flexibility, and Denver is positioned to benefit immediately. Now here's where it gets interesting. The Russell Wilson dead cap is no longer suffocating the books. That doesn't mean they magically gain $33 million overnight, but it means they are no longer allocating premium money to a player who isn't on the roster. That alone changes the entire structure of how aggressively they can approach this offseason. And let's talk reality for a second. When a team signs a free agent to a deal worth $16 or $20 million per year, that does not mean the year-one cap hit is $16 or $20 million. Deals are structured. Base salaries can be lowered. Signing bonuses